Hi everybody, we're here with Matt Lewis at DLF UK, and today we're going to be sowing some of the colour boost mixtures that we sow every year here on our trials and showcase garden. Sowing wildflowers and mixtures like colour boost can be problematic due to the very low sowing rate with these kind of mixtures. So it's quite a good idea to use a bulking agent. So today Matt is going to use a agent called Refix, which is principally processed corn cobs. As you can see, it's similar in size and weight to the seed, and it does a better job than kiln dried sand because it's similar in weight. So we're looking at trying to get an overall sowing rate of about 20 grams a square metre. So Matt is going to currently, as you see, opening the bag of wildflowers, and he's going to add that to the Refix bulking granules at a rate and a ratio of about 1 part seed to 4 parts bulking granules.
So we're using the honeybee and butterfly mixture today, and that's got a sowing rate of 4 grams per square metre. So we've got about 1 kilogram just over of the Refix. So we're looking roughly for about 2 to 3 handfuls of wildflower in there. And that's going to cover this area, which is about 70 square metres. So we're just getting in there, giving it a really good mix. Make sure the wildflower is evenly distributed throughout the Refix.
Getting these sort of mixtures wrong in terms of sowing rate, it can be problematic and expensive. You don't want to put too much seed on, especially when the kilo rate is it's a fairly costly product. And also plant density, you don't want too many plants because you end up with a lot of competition for light, water and nutrient, which often equals smaller plants and less flowers. So it is important to get the seed rate right.
Okay, so we're just going to use our spinner here today. And I'm going to make sure that the site I'm applying it to has been prepared and it's clean. Just going to make sure my adjustments on the spreader are where I need them. For this I'm going to go NO. Quite important when you do this to make a note of where the wind direction is, because you don't want to be over applying. Just keep going until we run out of Refix and wildflower. It's about half a load gone.
Matt's going to make several passes at a lower application rate, and again, whilst this is a little bit more time consuming, it does very much help with getting an even spread rather than just trying to do it in one hit. So our advice would be reduce your application rate, but maybe do 2 or 3 passes and get a really even spread.
And that's all the wildflower gone, all the Refix gone. Gone over it twice just to make sure we've got even coverage. So using the bulking granule really helps to sort of extend the use of your wildflower seed. It helps promote an even coverage, and yeah, it should germinate nice and evenly later on in the spring.
So in terms of finishing off the job, Matt, what will that be? A light rake and then a roll to firm the seed in?
So yeah, we'll just give it just a light tickle, because obviously we've stone buried this entire area, so we've got a good tilth that the seeds dropped into. You can see quite a few of the seeds dotted around with the Refix. So literally all we're doing, just lightly tickle with the rake, just close off the surface. And we'll continue to do that over the whole site. I wouldn't necessarily advise rolling. I think you need to give the seeds room to germinate, give them room to move and develop. It depends again, Paul, on sort of what the land's like. If your land is sandy light soil like this, you shouldn't need to do that. If you've got quite a heavier loam soil profile, yeah, you may want to have a look at rolling in once you've got some germination. But yeah, so we'll continue raking all this through, and we should expect to see some little baby sprouts in about 2 weeks.
Cheers, Matt. And in terms of early prep, we've done quite a lot of prep in terms of herbicide application to try and clean it up.
Yeah, sure, Paul. So we make sure that we've got a clean seed bed. So we sterilise the whole site using glyphosate. And then once that has had an effect and the plant's sucked up the chemicals, we turn the soil over using a stone barrier to give us that fine tilth. And then we literally straight in, prepare the site. It's quite a clean seed bed down here anyway, because historically this was wildflower last year. So it's taken very little preparation in terms of that anyway. So yeah, it'll be the same again this year. Just hoping for a bit of rain after this now, but all being well, within 2 weeks we'll see some new growth down here.
Thanks, Matt. We look forward to revisiting it in a couple of months' time when everything's in flower.
Yeah, brilliant.